Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Saturday. Well, today we are going to be working on Hope and Love by Clara and Maud Pickernell, 1881, a Bristol Orphanage sampler, and this is from Hands Across the Sea. Yeah, well, the reason I'm in this odd position is I wanted you to be able to hear the rain. It's raining out there. You see if I've lost my needle. Yeah, this took about 20 minutes to set this all up here and get it where it needed to be. And we're still not quite not ready there. And I've got my long arm that is a total pain in the neck. Just found an extra needle. Isn't that great? Well, it's the only thing I didn't have an extra of. Oh, yeah. It's just been a day. It's been a wonderful 24 hours. And I get rain today, right? So, yeah. Hang on. I gotta fix this. Because I can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. Crinkle, crinkle. My bad. Yeah. So, I did my video yesterday and everything was great. And unbelievable. I got tired in the afternoon. I thought, I'm just going to lay down. I'm not going to set the alarm, blah, blah, blah. Right? I slept for 3.5 hours, guys. And I was tired the rest of the day. Ended up going to bed probably, somewhere like at midnight-ish, like I normally do. And I slept till 7:30 this morning. Just out cold. And my arm feels much better today. So, yay. Fun times. So, yeah. And yesterday, I could not for the life of me, during all that sleeping time, I'm trying to get you where you need to be. And try not to drag this on the floor. It's on 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha from Witchlet. And, yeah. And I'm using 221, which you know is my absolute favorite. So, my favorite Ada. I just love the country line from Witchlet. Well, I hope you can hear the rain. But I just thought we'd have a nice, calm stitch thing today. We'll see how it goes. And it started to rain, and I'm trying to hurry, and then it kind of slowed down, and yeah. It's supposed to rain all day, so I don't know if my daughter and my granddaughter are going to go camping today. Because you really don't want to be up there by a creek when it rains at all. But, I mean, the creek I'm talking about is like 2 feet wide. Well, it could probably swell to 8 feet wide if it really got carried away. So, yeah. I just love working on this thing. And yesterday, I didn't know what I loved. You know, you just ever been that tired? I worked on Mary Jane Fry for a little bit. And then I watched somebody's, we'll call it floss tube. And they were working on not inspiration, I'm sorry. Try again. I think it's called The Birds and the Bees, maybe, from, what is that, Ink Circles. I could not for the life of me figure out where I was. I was even using the line keeper. And, yeah. We did, oh, no, I don't know who. I was watching somebody else. I watch Let's Make a Mess with Dawn. What in the heck? And she was chatting along while I was trying to figure that out, and I couldn't get it to save my soul. So half an hour later, I was like, I'm done. I am done. Trying to get you over here in the middle of the thing. And I don't remember who was working on that the birds and the bees. They were doing a much better job at it than I was. I mean, they got it about 3/4 of the way done. It's not happening for me. I'm telling you, some days. And then I thought, well, I'll get out Jan Hicks's pattern, the one that's called, I think it's the Earth or the World, Laughs and Flowers. Yeah, I stitched part of the, what you call it, the border on that, and I had to rip it out twice. It was just a pain in the butt. Just an absolute pain in the butt. So, I mean, and it's not that the pattern's bad, I just couldn't settle on anything. So, well, at that point. So, finally I ended up working on Mary Jane Fry, and I got 2 more letters done of the alphabet. And that was about all she wrote yesterday. But I was like one stupid thing to the next. It was like I couldn't think. Oh, and I even stitched for about, half an hour or so. Where do you think you're going? You're not getting past me. I'm in the doorway, by the way. And, yeah. Then I worked a little bit on that poppy flower basket thing that we worked on yesterday. Oh, by the way, we've been through all the ones that I got that were new, so basically that's why we're working here. But I hope you can hear the rain. I thought it'd be calming and relaxing and, you know, all the stuff. I worked a little. I finished. I don't think that was yesterday. No, it must have been the day before. I finished the bottom. Trying to move you here. This bottom part. And then there's this part that comes in that are all half letters. So, yeah, we're just going to go on. I hate halves of anything like that. Did I screw it up already? No. Oh. Yes, I do need an extra one there. Because it's the beginning of the page. You see what I mean? I have to compensate here. So, yeah, it was kind of a weird day. I just didn't feel like doing anything. I was tired. Just totally exhausted. Isn't that the weirdest pea you've ever seen? I think we have to go up here and finish part of it, I guess. So, yeah. So I watched a little floss tube. It was kind of a chilly day. I mean, it wasn't freezing or anything. I mean, right now it's like 60-some degrees, and it's not supposed to get, excuse me, too much warmer than that. So, yay. And I picked a project today that was not a pre-stamped in case it got wet or it decided to pour like crazy. Yeah, no, we're not having that today. And you wouldn't believe, whoops, yeah, you'd probably believe Oh, for pity's sake. I had to touch it, right? Try. Whoop. Not happening. Hang on. I got my precarious, there we go, phone holder over here. It's got the gooseneck, but I put it on this chair and it wouldn't stay still while I was stitching, so we're just gonna use it this way. I had to attach it to my desk chair because everything else was either too big or not capable of holding anything. Sorry, everything's backwards. Put them scissors over here so I can reach them. But yeah, so I don't know, but I feel a lot better today. I got some sleep. Molly didn't know where to be. She's just like lost because I'm blocking the door. She won't go past me, and she really didn't want to go out because it's raining. We are having a heck of a day. So I had my spaghetti last night, and I may put it in the freezer today. I don't know. I did see a package of that. I was talking about my... listen to the rain. Do you hear the rain? I hope you can. Isn't it wonderful? I love rain. Today it's not making me tired. That's a good thing, right? I'll try to be quiet so you can hear the rain. Just gonna lay in the recliner now. Make sure that thing's tight. Oh, crazy girl. Crazy girl. Well, I hope you can hear the rain. Hopefully it's loud enough. I can't go any further. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, making everybody dizzy. Stop. I know. This is a hot mess video. What can I say? There we go. Let me get you right there. I really hate this arm. This is why I bought the other arm, but this comes in handy every once in a while. So absolutely no plans for today. I was going to go maybe do laundry, but if it's going to be crappy like this, I don't want to go in and out of the weather. Just irritating. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Like I said, it'll be a hot mess. And I forgot I don't have my rolly chair. I'm sitting on my... Sorry. On my lawn chair. It's one of those formed plastic things. Oh yeah, it's special. So I didn't get too much stitching done yesterday. Today, I might just grab the stitching and go sit in the bed. Get under my electric blanket and just stay there. But I really don't feel bad. You know, it rains and then you feel like you really want to do something. Can't take the trash because that'll be all soaking wet. Yeah. So we, as usual, leave everything until Sunday. That's how that works around here. Oops. Quit. Didn't watch nothing really exciting on Netflix. It's just been a... But I knew it was going to be a bummer of a weekend. Just not feel like doing too much. I got some dishes washed. I know, isn't that exciting? I mean, tell you, that was the highlight of the whole day yesterday. So I don't know what I'll have for dinner. I found one of those packages, like I said, of that hamburger stew that I was talking about the other day. So I may get that out of them. And I also have some beef tortilla soup. So both of those are comparable. The only difference, I think, in the both of them is the beef tortilla has some cumin and garlic in it. So it tastes Spanish or Mexican. Will you go lay down? You're not going out. Get over it, little girl. She's trying to figure out how to get past me. It's so funny. Go lay down. Since she finally got back on the couch, she's like, I'm not talking to you. How come I can't get past you? Why are you in the door? Oh, man. I'm telling you. Some days. Some days. Well, I hope you can hear the rain. That was the whole point of this. You know, how to do a video inside for, like, outside sound effects? We're just not... I don't know. We'll have to see. If not, I'll make another one. But I'm as close to the door as I can get. I watched Noah Stitches. He's so funny. You either love him or you don't, but I really like him. I think he's cute and funny. And I love his cat, Erickson. But he always has good stories to tell. Stuff always happens to him. Like I said, I'm always a sucker for a good story. So... It's like, what happened to the rest of the thread? I'm panicking before I ever get there. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness gracious. This is coming along. It'll take me 10 years to get through this, but I just love this. And I love working on it. It's just... And it's right now, it's an easy stitch. I don't know that there will be complications ahead of time. But I do believe on the pattern it said that you could stitch it on any kind of fabric. So to me, in my brain, that means that there's no 1/1 or any half or quarter stitches. There is some back stitching way down there. But we'll see. We're just taking it one row at a time. You know what I mean? That's the way I like to be. I can't handle too much more. But see, the problem is, I make this video, and then when I get done, I want to keep stitching on it. So, yeah. Just because I like stitching on it. It's comfort stitching. It's not too difficult. You know, I mean, there's nothing real complicated about it at all. Okay, where am I? I'm trying to look at the pattern, watching the thing to make sure that I'm in frame. Yeah, my daughter had it all planned as to what they were going to go do, and, you know, and she's going to take the van instead of the camper. But it does have a bed in it. And, yeah. I think she has like a little electric heater-ish thing. I know it's not made out of propane or run by propane. So that was gonna keep them warm. Now, here we go. We're gonna... Yes, I got my fuzzy pants on and my little... I don't know what this material is. It's just a sweater, and it's one of those sweaters that comes past your bottom. So it's big. I like to wear it in the wintertime when it's not. Whoops. Yeah, that's good. I just threw my thread on the floor. I'm used to my Ort thing being right there, and I put it out. It was like, okay, there's nothing there. Nothing whatsoever. So, gotta get another piece of thread. Maybe we'll take both of these if I can get a hold of them. Yeah, I watched The King again. I mean, not watched. It was more of a listen. It was just on. Just kind of crazy that way, but it was on. I like the music. Everything's good. I don't have to pay attention too much. Know where they're at in the story. So it just runs while I stitch. And sometimes people have stitch along. I stitched along with Ava, stitching in the interlake, or at the interlake. I always get that wrong. Sorry, Eva. Yeah, one day, I'm telling you. Where am I? Now I have to come all the way up here for one stitch. So if they have a stitch along, I'll just stitch while they're stitching. So I put those on sometimes. It's kind of fun. Now, if I could just figure out how to get two people on one screen with two webcams and take it, photograph like that, then we'd have it made. And then I'd do a live, see? But somehow I'm just not that technically inclined, shall we say? Well, what in the world? Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's going to come out. I thought I had an issue, but I didn't. Ouch. That hurt. I stitched on that pre-stamped and kind of got a little tiny hole, and of course I have to hit it every other time I push the needle through. So I don't know. I really need to get out of the house because I've been in this house for 2 days and that's about my limit. I have to go do something, and I've already been to, what do you call it? The thrift store, and they didn't have anything. So I doubt that there'll be many people downtown. Today'd be a great day for some chili, but I think I've got some. I made some, a month or so ago, but it'd be a good chili day. I've got tortillas that I heat up, and I put butter on them, and dip them into the chili. Good stuff. I think for me, it's just the act of cooking that I like. Like I made that spaghetti. I might have been in pain, but I made the spaghetti. But it's just the comforting thing of being able to cook. Missed the whole thing. We'll see if we got it right. We may have to rip it out, but hey. And it's really easy to stitch on since it's Ada. I can see the holes. Oh, I looked at that linen yesterday. That my throat's getting dry. Hang on. That I got in that bag of stuff from the thrift store. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I could not even count it. So I don't know how many stitches per inch it is. I mean, you can pretty much see, but I mean, it's tiny, tiny, tiny. And I have better luck stitching on, like, say, a white or this, because it's so much easier to see. So, I don't know, I might make something small. It looks like in the end, because there was a part, remember, that they had stitched like a little motif. It looks like 18 count when it's done. So what is that? 36 count? But I couldn't seem to find any I couldn't. Okay, let's start that sentence again. One more time. One more time. I went looking at, where am I? Hands Across the Sea. I really wanted to do that other Bristol. And like somebody else had said, they wanted to do the Bristol too, but they wanted to do it in a different color. And they said that their color was going to be blue. Yeah, I would like to do a Bristol Orphanage sampler in a blue, maybe a navy. But anyway, it was going to be too big for that linen, because I thought it would be nice and neat to stitch it on linen, because the original had been stitched on linen type fabric. So wouldn't that be cool? But since I can't find any anywhere, I'm telling you, that's about to drive me over the edge. That I can't find any linen. I even went to Brandy at Be Stitch Me, and I didn't know what color I wanted to get, and I don't know, just one crazy thing after another. And I didn't know if I wanted to take on another big Bristol. Now, another person that has a Bristol is Jakob at Modern Folk Embroidery. Yeah. And his is probably twice as big. But I do have a big piece of its 16 count country, let's see, country French golden needle. I believe that's how you say that, by Witchlet. It's the darker of all of them. And it's the one that I started the linen and thread sal. You know, I haven't heard many people talking about stitching on that. A few, but not too many. So did everybody not like that, or what? I don't know. I tried to do, okay, the first part came out of that, and I thought I had the entire framework up. It was off count by a couple of stitches here and there. I mean, as far as it wasn't symmetrical. I was pissed. I put it away. I was done. Just absolutely done. And for some reason that seems, it looks like it all matches, so to heck with it. We're good. I think it's where it started. So, yeah. But I really haven't heard anybody talking about how they're stitching it and how it's coming along. Maybe one, possibly two people whose floss tube I watch, and I can't even for the life of me remember who was working on it. But yeah, it didn't appeal to me. I was done. If you can't get it symmetrical, you know, so that you can line it up, no, it's not worth my time and effort. But I do like, I think it was 2017 Stitch Along. I was starting on the bottom, and the whole thing is off by, and I'm working on Ada. It was off by a few. So, yeah, I just kind of gave up on them. I like that one. It has birds and flowers, but it's all done kind of like, we'll call it a band sampler, a wide band sampler. Laughingly, you know, I mean, it has bands that you do that are probably, yeah, it depends on what you're using, but 2 inches wide or what or more. Yeah, it was just too much sugar for the whole mess. I just gave up. So I've kind of given up on linen and threads patterns. I don't know. They're worse than long dogs. I swear to goodness. I really do. I don't get it. Why it has to be so dang complicated if you want everybody to stitch it. And it's just hard to keep track of. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. But I don't know. What can I say? We got 2 more. Whoops. 2 more letters done. They're so pretty. I like these ones with the curly cues, though. I think they're beautiful. Now, I've seen them with some of the letters, and it's all where the curly cues are. They're backstitched. Yeah. Had to make sure I was doing it right. Now, I don't go from here to over to the next letter. I cut off each letter, and I try to, like, if I have to go to another side, I'll work the thread through the other threads all the way over to where I have to be, just so there's no lines underneath. Now, if it's within a stitch or two, I'll just go on. But trying to not get lines underneath my fabric. Now, somebody said the way to solve that was to put a dark fabric like underneath it so that it absorbs any lines that you have. So I think that's pretty cool. So it does save you from having the lines of where you went from one place to another. But I just wanted to do this the way I did. I'm just, in case I can't find a piece of black mat board or something to put underneath this. You know, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Isn't that how that goes? Trying to work away from that. There we go. I could just make some really good progress if I just keep stitching on it. But yeah, I like that one Bristol at Modern Folk Embroidery. I think it's called the Monkey Sampler. The Bristol Orphanage Monkey Sampler. It's got monkeys on it. I thought that was pretty cool. But I just don't have material to put it on. So we'll see how well that goes. We'll see what I can find. I may end up just buying a big piece. And I like it on this color fabric. And that way, you could, what do you call it? Tea dye it more if you wanted to in the end. And I thought it was funny. I was listening to somebody. They were talking about dyeing fabric. And they said you had, if you were going to tea coffee dye something, you had to put some salt in it so that it would set the, we'll call it the dye of the tea and the coffee. Well, I put salt in my coffee. I put like, well, I make a pod, 12 cup pod. But when I put the coffee in the little filter thing, and then I put like a scant, like a pinch of salt, if you will, big pinch of salt in there, and it cuts the acid in the coffee, because I drink what is it, French roast. So yeah, but I already have salt in my coffee, so will that count? Will it be as, what do you call it, will it stay as well? Now, I haven't done too much dyeing. I used to dye some what do you call it, tea or coffee dyed material when I was quilting, because we wanted that oldie look, and it was in, for quilters, when I was making some of my little quilts. So let's see, got to make sure we're where we need to be. Yep. And it's real easy to tell where you're at and if you're in line, and I love this. Just love this. So that's why I want to get another one. I'd like to have both of those Bristols. And there's going to be some kind of a, we'll call it an event. Something about the Bristol Orphanage samplers. And I cannot, like I said, I should be taking notes, but usually I'm stitching and going along, and so I don't remember who it was that I saw. But they were talking about something that they were going to stitch on Bristol Orphanage samplers, or it was something that already happened. I don't know. So I tried yesterday to go back to make sure I got enough. Stitching on some of my, we'll call them older pieces. I mean, how old can they be? I started them at maybe, the oldest thing I have was started in 2019, because that's when I really got into counted cross stitch. So I gotta turn it sideways, sorry. I can't find my little square. But yeah, I don't know if that linen's gonna work or not. So we'll just have to wait and see. How's that? A big R goes up way over there, like to the middle of this. Alright guys, well, I think that this is going to be it for today. If you enjoyed this video and like the rain, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye bye. Keep stitching.